Hello, everybody. Here we are on 360. Another week down the drain, but man, are things happening in Unpassive. I'll tell you what, maybe you don't see it, maybe you're not looking, but we are shaking up the world. That's for darn sure. On the live with Chris earlier, we talked about businesses and companies that changed the world. Unpassive is going to be one of those. So we're very fortunate to be part of it. In fact, I think the impact will be more than anything we've ever seen. You had the car industry, you had when steel first came out, you had the television, you had the radio, you had, and then Microsoft comes out, then you got computers, and you got uh, Intel, and just massive companies, Apple, Google, Amazon. And yes, they changed the world the way we see it. What's it called? Alibaba, I believe, is a huge company now, absolutely massive. But here's the thing: most of them, well, Amazon for one doesn't make anything, but most of them make one or two or three products. That's it. Imagine a company that is in that there'll be ongoing products that are in themselves big enough to be a company. So picture companies on top of company on top of company, and then you see what's going on. And Red's going to cover all this because he's been following it really close. I have two, but not. I don't have. I didn't make a bunch of videos. I made one, but with the guide text, this is massive. And I'll tell you what: when they walk through the place with the camera, I don't care who they are, the part that Unpassive has stands out bigger than any other one. My opinion, and this isn't because I'm biased. I am biased, but there's no doubt when you see it, you go, boom, baby. And everybody needs to realize this is done for you. Everybody looks at them and him and look what they did. Look what no. This is Unpassive. Look what they're doing for us. This isn't Apple. This isn't all those other companies where they build for themselves and they get richer and richer and richer. This is Unpassive, man. It is massive. Anyway, Red, I'm going to turn it over to you because I talk so much in my live. You want to hear a lot of stuff about what I just said? Just watch the live with me and Chris. But I'm going to turn it over to Red so he can do an update. And Mr. Bufara is coming, so pass it along to people. If they can't make it, it will be recorded. Go ahead, Red.
Thank you so much, Marty. Hi, Chris. How you doing? Good to be here with you guys, as always. I'm glad we all got the wear a dark top memo. Fantastic. So that's really good news. We all look like we know what we're doing. That's a miracle for you. Anyway, let's get down to a little bit of Unpassive business, shall we? And let's go through what's been happening this week. And for me, one of the biggest weeks in Unpassive this week has been, and I'm going to explain that in a little bit. So let's start off and go back to last Wednesday. And we were very privileged to have our CEO, Ashmi Farah, join us on Unpassive 360. And boy, did he bring us up to date with what was going on. He explained to us what was happening with the gateways, the payment gateways in very big detail. In fact, more than I was expecting, to be absolutely honest. He didn't need to go into depth as much as he did. Any of this information from the Unpassive 360 that our CEO was on from last week is in your OFounders back office under the update sections, guys. So you can go and read that. That was compiled and put out extremely quickly last week by Janet Butler, Peter Surrer, and Daryl Cook. Thank you guys for all the work and effort that you put into that to keeping us up to date. And also myself and Marty did a recap along with Chris as well the day after. But just to go over a little bit, he brought us up to date with what was happening with the payment gateways and the reasons behind it. He also was talking about what is coming up with this week, the weekend that started on Monday with GITEX. He also talked about the new improvement features that are coming for OConnect. They're likely to be here maybe even today, guys. You never know. He was telling us what's happening. But the main thing that he was really emphasizing on was how many people now, as far as businesses are concerned, who are interested in ONPASSIVE. And that's what he was bringing us all up to date with. Like I said, the updates were there in the back office. Thursday, then, myself and Marty did a recap, and also we had a tweet from our CMO, Mohammed Nassal, for the start of the build for GITEX Global, which is the largest startup and tech show in the world. And it's over 2 massive venues, the Marina and also the Dubai Centre. That's where it's been held. Over 6,000 people are participating in that. Obviously, ONPASSIVE are a big part of that. They've got a huge stand there. And he tweeted the start of the build. And I tell you what an exciting insight it's been over Friday, Saturday and Sunday watching this thing being built. He's tweeted regularly each day on the progress of this build, and it has been absolutely phenomenal watching our stand being built. If you're talking about state-of-the-art advertising, technology, eye-catching, the way it's been designed, if you noticed, it's in a very high ceiling building, and they've actually built the stand very high as well. It looks very, very daunting when you get to the stand because it is huge in stature. And it's been what we've all been talking about over the last 3 days. So Monday came and the buzz was obviously around GITEX. But even with all that going on, we got a brand new website, didn't we, on Monday? Now, I'd said previously on the last lives that I've been doing, and been saying it for a couple of weeks now, I've certainly seen a bit of a shift as far as our websites are concerned now, and they are most definitely targeting businesses. When they are putting the literature together for the website, it is definitely aimed at businesses, how ONPASSIVE technologies are going to help your business and what we can do for your business, etc., etc. And GITEX is exactly what we're talking about here. Why? Because the organizers themselves advertise this this show as where real global business is done. Now that is so important. Anybody who is anybody is at this show, and I mean everybody. If you are in the tech industry or you're a startup of that type of ilk, then you are there. The big names, I don't have to mention them, we know all the big names, they're all there as well. Why? Because it is global, because they are reaching out to a global audience, showing their wares. We are no different. We are front and center in the hall. We are there loud and proud saying, come and have a look at what we have got. If you notice on the stand, it has 2 registration points that are fixed into the wall. Absolutely amazing. You can see people stood there registering. This is real marketing, guys. There is people who are working on the stand on their tablets, taking notes, taking addresses, explaining things to people whilst they're on the stand. Did you notice as well that the amount of press that are there, that are live streaming and interviewing our COO, Mohammed Kamal, and also our CMO, Mohammed Nassal? Did you notice on the first day as well that our very own Dr. Susan was there? The whole of the organizers of GITEX Global visited the stand yesterday and interviewed Mohammed Nassal. This is massive, and like Marty was saying earlier, the reverberations of GITEX is going to be enormous. It might not be tomorrow, but it is certainly going to be there. Why? Because we have firmly stamped our authority as a player in the tech industry. You only have to look at the stand. You only have to look at what it looks like, the technology that's gone into what we are trying to achieve here. That is phenomenal. The advertising alone. If you go onto the new website as well, go to the media section. Already there is publications which we have been posted in that are getting posted out in the media section of your onpassive.com website. This is only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. The more people that start talking about OnPassive, the media are going to want to know more about us. And as our CEO said, if it doesn't happen organically, he's going to make it happen. But I can guarantee you one thing, guys. They are looking at us right now. How could they not look at us? Look at what show we have put on already at GITEX. I've been doing a montage every day of the best bits. Day 3 was today. It's on my website. You can go and have a look at it. And 2 more days to go with Thursday and Friday. It really is going to be phenomenal to watch this. And I cannot imagine how many people are signing up. I would not be surprised if it is thousands upon thousands that are signing up already from GITEX. So Monday we had the website, GITEX started. Tuesday, lots of interviews, more about GITEX, and here we are on Wednesday on Passive 360. And look and behold, who is here once again? Our very own CEO, Ash Mufareh. Over to you, Chris.
Thank you, Red Redfern. I'm having fun messing with the Garmo. Loved everything you guys said. And, you know, sometimes I say I got nothing and sometimes I got nothing, but I want you all to say this in your head. When you wake up every morning, I want you to say I'm passive. Before you go to bed, I want you to say I'm passive. Before you eat your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I want you to say I'm passive. Do you know why? You know, you have Generation X and all those. You are now in the O generation, okay? The greatest generation that's ever going to come across your lives. When we are dead and buried 30, 40, 50, 100 years from now, you will not be forgotten by your family. A lot of people die. 10 years later, it's not even a memory. But you all are going to be a memory for the rest of your natural born lives and after you die, because generation after generation is going to remember the guy that took this opportunity, jumped into the O generation, which is OnPassive, and changed the whole wealth and lifestyle of your entire family. Now, this is good. This is a phenomenal. This is going to go on worldwide, global, every country. And everywhere, somehow, I'm hoping someday that Ash Mufareh designs a flag, the OnPassive flag, because I'll be proud to wave that underneath my American flag on my flagpole, because I want people not to forget. I am a proud founder. I am from the O generation. 100 years from now, when I'm laying under the ground with all that dirt, I know my family's going to be smiling, and they might even come visit me once in a while and say, hey, Grandpa, hey, great-grandpa, thank you very much for what you did. We appreciate it. Thank you for getting with this guy named Ash Mufareh, who's changed the world, because 100 years later, all the stuff he talked about to you is happening. We have cleaner air. It's a greener world. People are getting along. People are smiling. Ladies and gentlemen, that is called OnPassive and what it's going to do for you. I'm here to fire you up. I'm here to get you excited and let you know. Don't worry about all the other generations. The real one that's going to change the world, the O generation, and that O stands for OnPassive. I got nothing else, but I'm excited. So, Brother Ash, Brother Marty, Brother Red, whoever wants to come on and try to follow this nightmare, bring it on. Oh, no, he's not going to come on now, is he? I like the old.
You got it to a fantastic crescendo there, Chris, and it flopped on you, mate.
It flopped down. You know what it is? Because they're talking right now. You know that.
I know they are.
Ash was messing with Marty. He was sending me. He goes, Chris, Marty's too slow. Will you send me the link? All right, give me a minute. I'm telling Marty, send him the link, for crying out loud. Marty's looking at me laughing. I'm going, send him the link. Send him the link. But Marty.
No, we're not talking. We talked earlier. Yes, and I'm too slow. I get it.
He had to fire you. I got to fire you, man, on 360.
Anyway, just to tell Mr. Mufara's ready. Look, we were all wrong. Okay, I was wrong. But when I got in on passive, and I'm not talking about the first year because that never really happened. I'm talking about when we started building this conglomerate. I did not know what I was in. I thought I did. I assumed I did. I said, "Oh, this is big. Oh, it's bigger than I thought." That's a joke. This is something that has never ever. There's no comparison. You take what I was thinking about and put it through a magnifying glass at a million times. This is so. It's so big. I don't. The problem I'm having, I don't know what to compare it to because there's nothing. There's nothing. We're in a company that has no competition, zero. And people get mad at me when I say it, but if you want to, if you listen to what I'm saying, you'll see why I say it. We're not in competition with anyone. We're not in competition with business. We're going to save businesses. We will be life support for businesses. I believe that with all my heart. We never once came in, said to somebody, Mr. Mufar, I never heard anybody say, we're going to conquer this and conquer that. We have nothing to do with that. It is here to help. And I believe there's companies out there struggling that from the CPR that ONPASSIVE will give them, they will thrive. I'm not kidding. I was in companies, by the way, that the products were pretty good. I liked them. The problem is they had no business. There's no real business. You can't, they don't know how to market. They didn't have the people. They didn't have the background. They didn't have the foundation. And the beauty of ONPASSIVE, okay, is the foundation of what they've done. Everybody looks at where we're going, forget where we're going. It doesn't matter. Look at what they've done to pave the way for this massive, massive thing that they built. I mean, runway might be 8 inches. We're 48 inches. I mean, we got miles and miles of this foundation with pillars made of granite, and all about it is building for the future. Everything I've ever been in, they were built in a temporary thought. I didn't know it then, but I would be in the company, and you're lucky, no joke. I've been in 19 years this year. Full time, by the way, 10, 12 hours a day. And I would go after anything I was in 100%. But I never had that heart feeling of anything like I do ONPASSIVE. Anything, even the business I loved. But every one of those, every night, anybody that's ever done what I've done or part of it, you get up every day and you're almost afraid to turn on the internet to see if that shiny object that you joined is going to change the world is even going to be there. I no longer have that. You know how comforting that is? I know what I'm part of. What I do know is when I do see what's coming, it's even bigger and bigger and better and bigger and better. And I look at all the people. First time in my life, I look eye to eye to any woman, any man, and ONPASSIVE. And I believe with all my heart, you're going to do well. You're going to be fine. And if you can't do it here, no joke, sounds ridiculous, sounds like a phrase. But if you can't do it in ONPASSIVE, give up. Freaking take a hike. It's not going to work anywhere else. I've done everything else. It won't happen. I've been to all of them over and over, just like a washing machine. Wash, rinse, and they would move. I would even see the same leaders in different ones because they're running around like sheep. Anyway, I've talked about this earlier on my live, but really, we are in the best shape. Well, better than the best shape of our life because there's nothing to compare it to. Anyway, I'm done right now before I get into the preaching mode. Anyway, over to Mr. Mufara.
I'm going to use the same term you use all the time. I have nothing to say.
Yeah, but when Chris says it, it's dangerous. Yeah.
How you doing, everyone? I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. It's a great time in ONPASSIVE, and based on the very first sketchy month we've had, September technically, on and off for a little bit, we took, you would say, a trial run we don't have a full run yet. We are a unicorn company, and we could be at the billion in the UAE at that pace in less than 4 months, based on the initial phase. Not in a year, not in 10 years. So guaranteed unicorn, if not a super unicorn. Here's what happened. I recall my initial thoughts about some of the great inventions in OnPassive, and some are hardware, not just a digital world. Uh, just about this time 10 years ago, I know exactly where I was with my wife. She's been hanging with me for that long, and uh, we uh, we just got a flashback, and wow, it's been that long. Okay, so when we were thinking if if we could give the ideas for somebody, because we don't want to be in the business, we just want to have an easy uh, ride and just market and be the sales people and let somebody deal with the hard work. But we have the great ideas. And fast forward 2018, we decided there's nobody's going to do it the right way. We have to do it ourselves, or the potential is going to be wasted uh, for the market and potentially for humanity. We started to work. We laid out some phases. We thought 3, 4 years, 5 years, we'll do the digital marketing. Then we go to the web platform known as the ecosystem today. Uh, Thought after 5 years we'll start working on that. We need to generate the capital and form the team, the logistics, all of that. Within 10 years or so, we will start revealing some of those life-changing inventions and disruptive ideas. So quickly, we started roughly the end of 2018, and we realized almost immediately that we are up to something much bigger and way faster than initially thought. So we started changing the game entirely, little by little, while still accepting the flood of our early adapters, known as founding members. And it just, it was a boom. Hard to slow it down uh, beyond our plan, in a good way, of course. So we pivoted the initial plan from a digital marketing platform to the entire ecosystem, or at least to have our own some of the tools. But little by little, we got more motivated, more confident that we can pull this off like all at once. And that's what we did. Now, here's what happened. Uh, on the downside, some of those initial individuals that came in, they didn't move their mindset alongside with us. They stayed where they wanted to be, or how they came in the beginning. And there are fewer from the crowd that we have now. But we constantly said you could walk away if you believe this is bigger than you thought and different. And we just didn't want to compromise the bigger dream for a few, I would say, don't want to say mediocre, but average mindsets that they just think, let's play with it for a little bit and move on to the next thing. That's not how we operate, and that obviously started bringing some negative uh, feedback and response uh, when it should be taken as wow, we bought into something uh, rather just average, or maybe okay, promising. But now we're talking about a legacy. We're talking about life changing. We're talking about changing the course of humanity. Uh, it's hard to make everybody believe that way. So we respect their uh, insight anyway. We uh, we start getting attacked in the early stages. I would say the first year or so, and then everybody wanted to tell their stories and so forth. As we grew, uh, and we had an unprecedented growth, numbers, opening in different countries, etc. Who we attracted, it escalated on the other side that negative notion. Back then, we uh, we had to revisit our initial thought, like, do we wait until we make everything, or just go back and give people what they want and compromise? That was a tough decision, to be honest with you, because, and I've talked to a few founding leaders, if you recall, maybe, uh, and I said, would you do it, or like, should we just give people what they want, open now, or stick to the dream and do that? I'm sure a couple of you remember now. Okay, and the advice was, no, don't compromise, go all the way. And that's what we did. So we said, do it or die, all the way, now, on the new dream, on the bigger dream, on the upgraded dream, a dream. Okay. Now, we understood that the attacks are going to continue, and that's what happened. Uh, but here's the good thing. Uh, we were growing so fast that no matter what they threw at us, nothing crushed us. I'm talking about the early stages, because we were moving faster than anybody. Like, what the is going? Okay, so we're moving, and kind of like astonishing everyone all across. And they didn't know that they need a bigger attack, a more well articulated game in order to make any severe impact to passive. By the time they got it, this is way bigger. Now we need to play something bigger. We were already above the clouds, and now, boy, is it too late. So no matter what they try now, it's just, I don't see the logic or the rationality in anyone that can slow down. So with that, some of it came a little bit delayed in a bad timing. Let's say in September, some of those attacks in August, September. But I think now it's all known. Okay, this is what you got. Now we're gonna solve it and move on. But obviously, that will set the record straight and for good once for all, because now it's impossible. You get it. It's just not possible. We're real. You either have to come on board or give up, or just apologize and pay for the damage you tried to cause. Uh, and that's where we are today. So we realized a few of the hits we got in September, they're just not, fair, and we decided to move on. Okay. Uh, when I upgraded the dream, and you recall, even 2020 and 2021, we were telling you that, listen, we're going to own it, okay, or we're going to own the internet, okay, the initial statement. And that's based on the following. I'm going to make it clear. I'm going to sell the script to any businessman or any tech company, okay, right now, and they have the ability to do it. But I tell you what, I guarantee they don't have the humanitarian interest as we do, or the transparency, or the genuine integrity we hold to the market and to humanity, versus the only drive for them is profitability, and it doesn't work. So I'll give them the script. In fact, I'll share more than you know, than just the deal. I'll go in the mechanics if they are able to do that. So I'm trying to explain that I'm not worried about saying the dream or the roadmap out publicly. All right, because I know no crazy company would dare to just do the sacrifice for others. So I just know. Okay, nobody will go through this for others. Uh, so the dream is very simple. Okay, we have to remake the internet. Sounds stupid, but or easy said, uh, easier said than done. Anyway, so we wanted to reorganize the internet. We feel that the internet that we know today is more negative and consuming people time, energy, and resources, money, etc., more than it's helping them. Where there is a massive potential lies in technology and in the direction of if there's a proper internet, okay, or a unified one, or something that is really genuinely made for the consumer, not the other way around, not to consume them in order to cash out, okay. So we decided we're just going to reconstruct this entire digital ecosystem, okay, beginning with what you have seen so far. And there are a few disruptive projects in the pipeline that will just be as big, if not bigger. So, single sign on. You have everything you need to operate your business, your life, your education, your finance, your humanitarian, your nonprofit, your organization, your leadership, this, that, any involvement in our today's lifestyle, all in one place on a golden platter for the user for as inexpensive, as cheap as possible, as affordable as possible. And if we're able to avoid some charges, like we're able to provide some products or services without any return, we're okay with that. That's the logic of it. So everything in one place, as little as possible, but more upgraded, updated technologies where it makes sense, things that we wish to have, not about how much we can save or how convenient for us or how shortcut we could pivot, the hard work or what. No, it's about what is the best for the user. And we are users of this internet. So we know what attracts us and what makes our life much more efficient. On the other hand, is give people and the users the ability to thrive, to have their identity, their stamp, not necessarily this is on passive and this is a company you marketed or you built. No, we thought this is for the people. And to complete the cycle, share the revenue, give them back whatever is legally possible and financially possible. And just keep enough for the company to continue to the following phases. Fair enough. So we start this new internet. This is what we're going through right now. That requires the following couple of elements. We have to have our own data centers. We have one little one, okay, decent, and we're building the ultimate or the dream data center. So we control our stuff. Gotta have your own domain name, uh, registration ability. I don't want to get technical, okay? You will find out soon. So those two elements, have your own in-house multiple regions, uh, manpower, staff, experts. That takes time for you to staff and find the right people who are passionate and capable to build what you want to do, uh, and also uh, have your own merchant or your own bank or your own payment processor. That is something I've said all the time. Uh, you got to have it 100% fully controlled. Okay. So those are the you got to control the finance, your data, the hosting, and the domain uh, ownership, and of course everything in one place. It's that simple. You see, no biggie. Anyone can do it. They have the dream to do it. So go ahead. If you do this, you're going to change the world. Okay, no joke. And that's where we are now. There is more into it. Okay, when we're talking about something rather not just for business, it's more about changing the course of uh, the next generation in terms of academy on joy. I don't think I'm revealing something. We put them uh, behind the scenes, so we finish the work and we put them. Okay. uh, and of course some other, oh bless, etc., oh women. So there are some incredible uh, concepts and projects are boiling in the background. They're just about, to go and change. So you're talking about the foundation where we all meet in one place, where it's done right, ethical, totally, confidential, complete privacy, incredibly scalable, all those elements in one place, yet the crown of ONPASSIVE, which is the humanitarian aspect of it, and then the ability to give back and change people's life and take them with us to the very top. Now, while that is happening, um, you know, uh, people got a little impatient, and if we have the luxury, we would come back and tell you, go check it, it's all done. But because two different theories is like go one by one, gotta test it with real people, stabilize it, scale it, etc., and move on, and that, or just slam it at once. That is not the most popular direction. To do it all at once is going to be, first of all, it's going to take more time, and it will kind of maybe minimize the excitement and the momentum while people are waiting. They don't know what's going on, or they don't understand how massive it is. So we thought we're just going to go the direction one by one. Now here's the problem: we thought we'll be able to do it uh, in September without until the other directions, the things that we were going to own, uh, get complete. Okay. uh, that uh, is what uh, kind of like was a little bit of new to us, or a bit of a surprise, is how fragile is the market, and how really corrupt the system is. I knew it was bad. That's why we're doing the whole thing here. But I'm actually surprised how bad it is. That's new. So we just pivoted now in the last week or so after we talked with you last Wednesday. We thought we're going to give time for some of the options we have. Not going to waste more time on that. So we decided to move to other directions that are more long term, and that helped us discover, wow, where we are today, how we are in such a position. There is a real, true, genuine, organic competition who want to work with OnPassive. And thank you, Red, for mentioning Jitex, because what's happening there, I think, is very obvious how popular we are, how likable we are, and it just, we're standing out. I mean, it's a massive event. It couldn't be more crowded. but I don't hear much about. It's the usual, right? But there is some new unique uh, business model that is on passive is definitely getting attention. So it just keep on getting better, better, better. And again, don't forget September 21st, we had an event, 25th, we had an event, the 1st of October, we had an event. We still want to give you the facts and more in-depth reflection on those because they are huge. The 21st is the biggest achievement of September, is the biggest achievement in our journey in OnPassive, period. Okay. We've had a few big ones. So we're in good shape. We are obviously a unicorn company, if not a super unicorn, before we even start or warm up. It's hard to stop us. It's too late. It just a couple of hiccups because of we're cleaning up that, I would say, hangover marinated, okay, uh, older chaotic negativity. So it's basically the tail of it. We're going to clean it up, and once that's done, it just game on. Okay, so we have a few incredible solutions for the merchant as we talked. We decided to go more. So we have things to get us moving again, untangled, and we have things the ultimate, the long term. So everything is going to be okay once that done. Oh boy! All right. So just allow us to fix this. And one request is kind of like allow us to reset or restart. Okay. It's almost like a reboot needed because I don't feel like we should count that we started. Like when I tell you, okay, we got it, this is now good, then I'll tell you it's game on, and it will be massive. It will be incredible. That's what we've seen in the entire journey from day one and on passive. Every time it's bigger than we think. Every time the numbers shock us. Every time. Not one time, man, this didn't work or like it was too small. Every time the numbers are better than our calculation. Every time. And now it's not an exception. So now we understand why a lot of people are threatened by it. You can understand now throughout the journey, we had developed some opposition. Okay. Uh, I mean, to begin with, people we let go from OnPassive as like founding members, they screwed up. We had to let them go. So those became more as resistance to us. That's one. We had some, uh, you know, bad employees. Got to let them go. They also work hard to try to hurt. Okay, uh, including some higher positions. And then we have the naysayers or the black marketing, just they don't know what's on bad, just whatever is having good traffic, they will blab on it just to get some attention. And that has grown, okay, because who else is getting traffic or some buzz other than on passive? And of course, uh, some corrupted systems or departments wanted to cash in or get their stake or a piece of the cake in a way. And ironically, when it happened in September, as a few saw the numbers, and oh boy, they ran. They, whoa, whoa, what is happening? Who's going to get a piece of the pie? Uh, and it's silly how people are driven by, greed or they want to have it by, I mean, the least to say by corruption. Like, make your own, make something that is valuable. You are going to have these numbers too. So I'm going to say it again. Our uh, nightmare challenges that we're almost through them could be the wildest dream of so many companies and departments. And lastly, I'm going to add a few other companies, whether in the IT sector or other, who know what we're doing. Okay, I don't think I have to tell you they're not thrilled about what we're doing. It doesn't amuse them. It's not tickling them. Okay, they are not happy with what we're doing. They're having a fun ride, just good life, lots of money. Nobody cares about the customer or the market or humanity, just one rich guy here and there, okay? That's it. Then a company comes in and say, you know what? We don't have to charge that much. And we can do better job because we mean it. It's possible. If you're passionate about it, okay? You can offer better value, more features, much lower cost, severely much lower. And you share the wealth and you give them everything and you give them more and sometimes free. What are you doing on passive? So that is shake. I mean, it's like we're rattling their cage in a way. So, and we couldn't be in a better position. What an honor to work on passive and come up to this stage in our life so quickly. I forgot to mention one thing. Once that is on, obviously that's phase one in OnPassive, the entire ecosystem. That's not where we stop. That's where we start. But I wanted to have this foundation where the money moves without anybody involvement, where the data is controlled, where everything is safe and secured, in-house, and have the army that we need to develop this and all that. So everything is going to take time, or it took the time it needed. Okay, there's no shortcut in success, like I'm talking about real success. So I'm so happy that we went with the long-term scenario, knowing that there will be some negativity or opposition, but it's okay. uh, that will settle, and it's fading out because we proved who we are. Okay, it's uh, expected, as we know, but we're much bigger now, and it's kind of like too late for anybody to try. They could waste their time and energy, but I believe we're through the worst in terms of resistance or those who tried. I think now the fact is clear that this company is here uh, for good. Okay, and to create that movement was not a click of a button. So where we are today, to say that we are for sure a unicorn company, if not a super unicorn, at birth, that this company is here permanently. In fact, is growing, and we're gonna have some sweet surprises soon. Okay, I believe we couldn't be in a better shape. Now, when that happened, and we pump all those digital products and the ecosystem, and now everybody's happy. Mobile app, all of that, the money is flowing, everybody's happy, getting paid, paying in, changing their life, using the products. Incredible impact uh, on the entire globe. When that happens, when the fun begins, okay, when those inventions start coming out, it's really going to require multiple layers of pants. Okay. So I don't have anything to say today. I just wanted to come and say hello. I just wanted to kind of like recap out of fairness, like if, in case you wonder uh, what is happening, all of that. In conclusion, we couldn't be in a better stage in our business. If you're thinking long term, okay, if you're thinking about this week or this month or last week, that's kind of like limited thinking or small thinking. You don't want to think that way. Uh, I think you might want to revisit that uh, mentality and start thinking what's good for us long term, for us collectively, not just me, my family, this, that. Okay, if you think that way, uh, I believe it's going to be hard to please you at any stage, because you're always going to want more, because that is self-centered or greed thinking. Greedy thinking doesn't lead to satisfaction ever, because no matter where you get, you're going to want more, 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 more. So we are thrilled about how quickly this is happening. It's just really hard to get, and it's accelerating now. It's like hard to give you the update. The reason we're not having that is because there's so many unsettled cases. We don't want to say, and then the next day they change and all that. So it's unnecessary. So let us just tell you the conclusion, or just the full story, instead of like scattered then the next day and the next day in pieces. It's unnecessary. We don't have the time to do that, and we're more busy than ever. You could understand, like, it just like this is growing. I wonder, like, if it gets any busier, what do we do except get better? Like, we just have to stretch our capacity all the time. So thank you for attending on Passive 360 or the lives. I find them all the time inspiring. I'm always happy to uh, come and pick up some pieces every day, every day. And anytime I listen to anyone, it gives me a good insight. It gives me uh, good ideas, good vibe, all of that. So thanks for all of those who are very bold about the vision, and they believe, and they really have the faith to continue this. I am beyond proud, I guess, the least to say. At the same time, so grateful for where we are and where we're headed, and what we were able to to overcome. And feel free, if you want to ask any question, whether on chat here, all of that. Since we don't talk as much, I mean, I can hang out another 5 hours. I mean, 5 minutes. Okay. Yeah, go take it away, or you want me to leave? Okay. I'm getting some updates from the team.
You just hang on there a little there, brother. Don't be in such a hurry to get away from us. All right.
Okay, you take it away. All right. Let me read.
All right, all right, all right. I'm watching.
At least Marty hasn't made you host this time, Ash, because when you left last week, it shut everything down because you were host. So that's
when you left, it shut down, and everybody said, "Why'd you shut it off?" I said, "Oh crap,
Yeah.
I didn't make you co-host. I made you host." So when you left, we all left. Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't give me the co-host either, so I can play some noises. What's the matter with you? Or is that the reason why you didn't give me my toys?
You make enough noise. Wow, 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 wow. Oh.
Go ahead, Marty.
What's that?
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm trying to read these chat, but they're going.
Yeah, they're going really fast.
You have to scan up a little bit. Please, no. Just other people saying thank you, thank you. Thanks.
Thank you, Ash. We love you, Ash. Thank you, Ash. We love you, Ash. Thank you, Ash. We love you, Ash. Man, they forgot about us three. Ash comes on, they don't even know who we are.
Yeah. What about Chris?
No, not what about Chris? Oh.
Somebody put, "I have no questions, only gratitude." That's nice.
Can you give me a co-host, please? Just want to show you something. I promise you, I'm not gonna shut it down. I'll leave it up to you.
It's all yours.
Thank you. Okay. So I'm going to walk you through it. So the first thing is when you have the ticker, for example, test. Okay. So I'm going to publish this. Okay. As you see, we have different fonts, and we have you can bold it, you could change the color, all of that. And now there's something called set as default. Can you click there?
Marty, make me co-host and Red.
All of you. So I just want to walk you through it.
Okay. Everybody's got it.
So you see, so first of all, let's say you type anything there, then you're gonna have, you see the white square at the right side. Okay, I'm talking
Yeah.
about the ticker. So that brings your text color at the spot. Before, it used to come at the top left corner. Okay, you gotta chase it. Now it's on spot. Plus, you know, the different features in terms of the font, like you want to bold it, you want to do that. But do you see set as default?
Yes.
Publish. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to stop it. All right. Now I go back to click to my tickers. I see the same text there. So you could save it, set as default.
Oh, I like that.
It will keep it there. You're gonna have to type it again. All right, unless you clear it and set as default a new one. All right, and that is again happening with poll, with call to action, and what else? And push a link. So if you have the poll, you don't have to re-input again.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So set default is already there. All right. Now let's play with another feature. All right. So all these features you're going to have set as default. Let me show you. Okay. So let's do this. I'm going to push a video. All right. You love that. Fantastic. You could play with the color. You could play with the font. You could play, and you could save it. You don't have to retype it. But that's
crazy.
That is cool.
Yeah. I mean, remember Gina Leva said, and Daryl Cook, I believe, they wanted like the prompter to be draggable or resizable.
Movable, yeah.
So click the prompter, and you could expand it, like drag it from the corners, smaller, bigger, move it around, out of the way, anywhere you want. And that also we will have, like, you know, a saved file or anything. So this is already happening.
Oh, you can make it bigger too. What the heck?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then and you can save the file. So next time you just like, okay. So I am gonna upload play a video.
Unmute
Now
it.
you need to unmute, but you don't have to do that. I'm just here to practice. So when we're doing that, okay,
Yeah.
if I oh, let me do full view first, speaker view. Now let me do this. At the top corner, I'm going to do this. You see the if you're using Chrome, it will show the network strength, the green bars.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Next to it, there's a square that says full view. I'm clicking that. Does it show full view for you now?
Yes, it does.
Oh,
And
yeah,
it's
yeah,
having
yeah,
my
yeah.
video in the beginning and at the bottom. Like, so now I have my video there because I selected the speaker view. So I see myself. Do you see me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's perfect.
All right.
Absolutely.
Okay.
If you
Now,
were doing a presentation or something you wanted to show
yeah,
somebody,
put a
it's awesome.
video exactly while you're having that video. Okay.
What the heck was
Now you
that?
can stop that ticker and let's do full view like that. So now just the video or speaker. So just one screen. Okay. And of course, we can go back to the gallery and more and more and more. And you already know that the mic and the camera, they work on spot.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, that's
No,
awesome.
sure. Because people don't even know they're making a noise, so you just do it automatically instead of waiting to get a
Just
hold of
on
them.
spot. Yeah, very easy to use them because it will be highlighting them, where the sound comes from.
That's right.
And you can click your name and retype. Like, so I click my name on spot.
Absolutely.
You don't have to right click or anything. Just click that name and retype any your name. Testing. Okay.
There's something new every day. Every day. Absolutely.
That's red. Don't blame it on me. You're muted.
Okay. And at the same time, the title at the top, you could play with that as well. We got rid of the participants concept. So now we have attendees, we have speaker, right? Remember we had we
Yeah.
kind of made it more concise and more
Yeah.
simplified it. Okay.
Yeah.
Instead of so many terms and so we got host, co-host, we know that. Okay. They have similar capacity except ending the session, etc. Right? And then you got speaker and attendee. It's that simple. All right. Well, we have
Beautiful. Yeah.
presenter too. So yeah, it's the speaker has the same ability when it comes to presenters. So this full view is good now. If you want to focus on the whiteboard, all right. So let's put whiteboard and then make it full view. You see that?
Wow.
Focus.
That's pretty cool.
Wow.
All right.
Yes, it is.
And same thing with the video and presentation. So if you want to do a presentation, you don't want to show the other videos or faces. This is perfect for what? Academy classes.
Absolutely. Any kind of
You
training.
don't
Yeah.
you don't want to show the attendees, just a teacher or no teacher. Just focus on the concept. Anyway, so this is getting better, and we had a release yesterday, the 17th. You didn't even know, but some of them are here. We also have completed the uh, ecosystem mobile app. It's ready. We'll just post it in the ecosystem back office where you can download it from the Apple Store or Google Play. All right.
Okay.
So that's ready just about any time. So you could be mobile. Okay. If you want.
Just to confirm, Ash, that's only for mobile phones, not for desktop.
Correct. You're right. Yeah. And so we have lock room. All right. Which
Oh, I see it. Absolutely.
okay.
Yeah.
Where
So
do
I
you
think
see?
the host has it. Can you tell us? Because
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay,
It's on the top right hand side. It has a lock there, and you click it, and it locks the room. You locked the meeting successfully.
so now
Oh,
you can unlock
beautiful.
it. So if you want to have a private meeting, like just in case somebody will have the link or know where to go, so you lock the room. I'm just having a private thing. So let's say when these three guys are talking and they use a lot of profanity, we have to lock the room.
Chris.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. Bad Chris. Yeah.
Bad Ronald.
Bad
Yeah.
Ronald.
Never.
That's a really cool feature, that is.
What's break time mean, Ash?
This is the next thing. So now let's say we have, okay, let's take a 5-minute break and come back. Go, do it. Take a 2-minute break. Don't make it 5.
Okay. It says 5 is minimum.
We don't want to wait that long. Okay, that's fine.
Can I cancel it?
That would be good to exercise. Yeah, let's try it.
All right, I'll put it on.
He locked us out. It locks you out of your mic and your camera.
What you doing?
He's messing. He knew it was going to lock us out. He's forcing us to do something we always forced him to do, was to go to the bathroom. That's pretty cool, man. You don't got to tell people. You just do it. And you're muted, Ash.
And
So
your
I
camera's
think
not.
you get
Oh,
what
you're gone,
happens.
Chris.
I think you get what happens. So it mutes everybody automatically, and it dims the camera. It's a break time, so that's what it does. Unmute.
Cool.
DiGarmo. Did you?
Oh, it's perfect.
Did you Chris out, Marty?
So
I hope so. But if I did, it was by accident.
this is something that we always have in our team. So let's say we're on a meeting with our Connect team, okay? And immediately after that, we have a meeting with our ecosystem, OES, okay? And immediately, so what we do is like, we don't need to generate different link and all of that. So we set a break time. All right, we're done with that. Now, next, finance, next, legal, whatever.
Wow, that is awesome.
So, and that's perfect for classes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes break, whatever you want, okay?
Businesses, for exactly like you say.
It's
Anything.
perfect.
Oh, it's so cool.
Restroom break or coffee break, whatever. Yeah, it's all right.
I don't-
So
I don't-
that's why I'm not worried about telling this stuff publicly, because by the time you figure this out and make it,
Nobody's gonna do this.
we have a couple more, perks. And
You'd have to
anyway,
be completely and crazy to do this.
you got to be passionate. Where's
That's
Chris?
right. I kicked him out. Now I don't know if I did it. I didn't do it on purpose, but I think he can't get back in because the time's over.
No, that's not right.
No, I think it is right.
But he can come in as an attendee.
Well, if he comes
And then
back as an
pump him up.
attendee, I can bring him back. Yeah, but do you really want to do that? I'm just asking.
I beg you to do it.
Or I'll go look.
Yeah. What else? So these are great advancements in OConnect. Plus, ecosystem is ready.
He's calling me.
I'm talking about the mobile app. Yeah, absolutely. You could post all of this on YouTube, 100%. So for O-Verify, we are nearing the release as well. So ecosystem mobile app, O-Verify, just about to go live as well.
I've just given Ash. I've just given Chris the attendee link, so he's going to try and come in now.
Babies. Here I come. I'm in the. No, it says the event has expired.
Oh.
Just tell me you guys threw me out. You can't take me anymore. Anyway, he's here, Ash. He's here in spirit, but he can't come back.
We need
Hey,
you.
I got another sale.
Well, sometimes your subconscious works.
I'll try it one more time, see what happens.
It's because I only said it for like an hour. I didn't know.
It's hilarious, I think. Try it one more time. No, it won't let me. It says the event's ended.
All right, I'll call you after. We're wrapping things up anyway.
Yeah, do it. Wrap it up. I don't care.
Yeah, this gives us an opportunity to talk about you while you're not here.
That's good. I got another sale, by the way, so I'm happy.
Oh, good.
Yeah, first one in 6-7 days.
All right, bye.
Okay. We're very pleased about the attention and the expansion happening from JITEX. Again, beyond expectations. There, again, authorities and governments and different departments are coming because it's a global thing, and they hear about us and they come and they're interested to do business. So it just hard to slow it down. Like, we're not looking for more business.
Just keeps getting better.
Bigger. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
So-
the marketing team, Ash, have done an amazing job on the stand. I mean, the stand is out of this world, really.
When he walks through with that camera and you see all the other stands, then you see ONPASSIVE, it really makes them look, you know what I mean?
Wait until you see the one in Sharm el-Sheikh in Egypt on the Red Sea next week. Oh, wow.
It's amazing.
It's in 12 days, so that is going to be. I don't know if I can reveal it.
Don't get in trouble. I'm good.
But
yeah,
it's
don't
gonna
get
be,
in trouble. I've been keeping
you're
it
gonna
under
love
wraps.
this one. You know, there's a robot and there's a hologram.
Oh,
So everything is popping like a 3D physical ONPASSIVE.
You'll be able to do this soon, huh?
No, it pops off screens, hologram.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Yeah. So we're up in the game, and that is obviously, you know, more countries and more officials and ministers of heads of I would say at least 24 countries. So I hope I was able to enlighten your little afternoon today.
You made my day, Mr. McFarland. You made
That's
a lot
what
of
I do.
people's day. Yes,
Thank
I
you
know
so
it.
much.
yes, Ash. Thank you so much for coming on and supporting 360. It really is a pleasure to have you on here.
I'm not gonna leave until like you say go or just.
You're starting to get like your staff. You never want to
Oh,
leave.
yeah, I'm attached to you. So tell me, uh, do you want to continue here, or you just put me down as an attendee if you want?
No, we're done.
No, we're done.
We were wrapping up anyway. Ash. We were done.
Unless you
Can't
want to
be
just
done.
hang out and chat.
Yeah. If you want to close it out, that's it. I'm just us.
I don't know how to close it out with just us.
Okay, so stop the recording. We're good.
Okay.
I don't understand why Chris couldn't come back. Like, what did you set it for? 1 hour?
Yeah.
Why? And you didn't extend it? Yeah.
No.
Okay.
It extended automatically. I could get a new link if you want, but I didn't. I can make a
Sure.
new link.
Yeah. We're not going to be able to do that. And anyone else is available.